Hi there, this is Jen, and thanks for joining me today. I haven't posted a video for a while, and I'm trying to get back in the swing of things, and I thought this would be the perfect video to do that with. These are some Pixie Dust Designs products. I am on their design team, and I'm going to do kind of an end of summer hot air balloon card using the this kind of fold down box. So the box comes with all these pieces plus the tree. I'm not going to be using the tree today. This is actually called the Spring Box Card Die Set. There is a set A and B which come together, and so I went ahead and I cut out all of my pieces using some pattern paper. I thought it would be fun to use a pattern paper to kind of create my scene for this instead of using other things to create the scene, and it was super easy to do. And so I went ahead and I grabbed some paper from my stash. These are all the pieces. So these are the side pieces of the box, kind of the decorative piece, and then these pieces right here are actually the sides of the box. And the size of the box are these two pieces, and you'll notice they have score lines, and that's where you're going to line up the pieces that go in the middle to get them lined up and attached to create the box. But I'm going to go ahead and start out by taking those decorative pieces and adhering them over the top of the sides of the box. And you just want to make sure you don't go over the score line, because the right and left side of this piece are going to fold down along the score lines, and that's how it's going to be adhered. And then this next piece is going to be the front of the box. There are two pieces, and you'll notice there's no flaps on the side of this. So this piece has flaps, so you know that that's going to go inside of the box. This piece does not, so it's just going to go on the front, and I'll show you how that's done. But there are two pieces. You can use this decorative front piece, or you can leave it off. I chose to go ahead and use it and stamp my sentiment on it, so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that. But when I put my box together, I'm going to start from the back to the front, and the back piece is going to be the biggest piece, and it does not have any flaps. So you're going to start out by taking those side pieces, and you want to make sure that you take the pieces and attach them going kind of with the hill going downwards. I actually did this incorrectly the first time, and I did it backwards. So you just want to make sure that when you are attaching these to the side, that you're going from the height of the hill at the back of the box to kind of, you know, down the hill in the front of the box. I hope that makes sense, but I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it. So I'm going to use both tape runner and liquid adhesive for extra strength, and then the liquid adhesive kind of gives you a little bit of wiggle room in case you need to move that around a little bit. So I'm going to add that adhesive, and then I'm just going to place the back of the box so that it is flush with the end of the side of the box. So you're just going to go ahead and attach that, and then either with your finger or bone folder, just crease that and make sure that it's well adhered. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then, so that's basically going to be the shape of your box. And then for the middle pieces, there are score lines like I showed on the die, and that's going to help you to place the middle pieces. And you can put these in pretty much whatever order you want. What I ended up doing was folding all of the side tabs. That's where it's going to attach to the box that we created. And so I'm just putting these kind of in a graduated pattern, I guess. So the top is going to be the highest, the bottom piece is going to be the lowest. And so I will take both my tape runner and liquid adhesive for these as well. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the one side first. So I've already taken my tape adhesive. Now I'm taking my liquid, and I'm going to place this at that score line that the die has created. And so I'm just going to go ahead and adhere that and push it down and make sure that it is going to go all the way to the other side of the box, and it does. And so I'm going to repeat that with the next two pieces. And so the next piece, I'm going to put that a little bit lower just so that it looks like, I don't know, stair steps. I guess you can say graduated pattern. I don't know. And then I'm going to take the very last piece and put that right on the bottom, so that's going to be the lowest. And this was so fun to grab this pattern paper. I was going through my 12 by 12 pieces and I had these, and it just ended up working out perfectly with the different kind of houses and the flowers. And so now we want to attach these pieces to the other side of the box. And I kind of had to work with this a little bit. This was something that kind of like trial and error, I guess. You can sit here and figure out what works best for you. But I started out just adding all of my adhesive. So I'm going to take my tape runner and add my adhesive to those flaps. And then I will, again, take the liquid adhesive, and it was easier for me to just hold it up and down so that I can make sure that I get those fairly even across to the other side. And then you just want to make sure that everything is working correctly. So I'm going to go ahead and bend this to make sure that it will fold. And this card I'm making is not going to fit in a standard envelope, not even a 5x7, because I am adding the balloons to it, which is going to make it a little bit too big. And then to finish off the box, I'm going to use those two front flaps of the box, and I'm going to attach that front piece that has the sentiment, and I believe it says "Sending Smiles Your Way." And so I'm just going to go ahead and add my adhesive and then make sure those are securely adhered to the front. And then I will take it again and just fold it back and forth and make sure that it moves freely. And so there you can see the different sides of the box, and these balloons are actually from the hot air balloon die set from Pixie Dust Designs. And I grabbed some pattern paper, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to add a little bit of adhesive to the bottom of the balloon and attach that onto the box where I want it. And the paper is not super thick, so when I end up mailing this or sending this out, I would probably add just a plain piece of paper to the back of the balloons just to make sure they stand up really well and are not too flimsy. So I went ahead and I added those balloons, and then I added a sentiment or a die cut piece that says "Hi," and that's going to finish off my project today. This is actually really super easy, just using a bunch of different pattern paper. It's a great way to use up that pattern paper, and if you have pattern paper that has scenes on it or anything like that that will create that scene for you, it's super fun, and I hope you enjoyed. So that is it for me today. Be sure to check out the Pixie Dust Designs YouTube channel. They've got a lot of amazing products at great prices, and there's a lot of inspiration from the design team over on the Pixie Dust YouTube channel. So I'll leave all the information below. If you like this video or found it informative, I would love a thumbs up. As always, I thank you so much for taking some time to spend with me today, and I hope to see you next time.